the voices of the people must be heard in regard to issues that affect people, not to be wrongly interpreted as an agenda or to push an agenda, the so-called regime change. We know that's the biggest fear of this government. So when we are addressing issues of, you know, uh, dysfunctional societies, things that are not working in our society, things that we want to see kuti zvaiswa in place, you know, identifying rogue elements, deal with issues like corruption, you know, it mustn't be wrongly interpreted and be seen as we have an agenda. It is what we are calling it. Tikati isusu chibhorani chamakatipa even tisingachide zvedu but still hachisi kushanda because we were better off once upon a time. You know, we had better water reticulation systems in place and all that. Tisina mabhoho, titori nemvura dzinoshanda, mapaipi achidi. And then when we talk of that, that's the issue that we are laying on the table. It has got nothing to do with politics. Kana tikati isusu zvipatara hazvina mushonga, let the right thing chiitwe. Ngachiitwe far from corruption, far from politics. Because right now, people actually think that Zimbabwe haina capacity. We do have the capacity, but we have a bad culture iri kuuraya nyika yecorruption. Imagine iwewe kuti if ma-issues akafanana nekuti tiri kuisa mushonga muzvipatara were done free from politics, the right thing was going to be done. Because let's talk of a painkiller rinoita dollar. Instead yekungoti tiprocure mushonga iwowo with the right channels dzinofanira kunge dzichiita basa iroro pachipatara, that painkiller rinotengwa nedhora. But no, here is the thing. Politics is being involved, is being used. Some power muscle is being used. What do? Tinopa Chigananda a tender rekuisa mushonga muchipatara. And what does Chigananda do? Panadol dhora rieri rakunyorwa ronzi rakatengwa $200. And it runzwisisa. So we'll find things, okay, yes, you have procured mushonga, but what was the cost? One Panadol right at 200. And then we go on the market. Where are we finding the Panadol of 200? Akuna. But kuZimbabwe, kune paperwork inenge ichitotaura kuti kune piritsi rakatengwa $200. So those are the things now we want to correct. Tobatans, we are fighting the regime. So the country's muscle is being used to fight its own people, which I think it's a wrong thing. Saka vakuru vedu, we just want to engage them, to say to them, oh, okay, maybe we'll put aside the agenda of putting you in power. How about you start doing the right thing and you stay there forever and work with your people? How about we table that deal? You see, still they don't want. And then people will then revert back to trying to fight them again. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to do the right thing, Munyika. And so do they want a reform? Because they are not being asked to reform themselves out of power. How about you reform to do the correct thing? Towane functional society, because inini Zimbabwe ndakatoistada tambofamba muAfrica, nyika ine capacity iya isingaite. Unoziva kuti ndakachinja.
Can I just jump in? I want to correct.
Okay.
I don't want to correct. Okay. I just want to give you my 2 cents.
Okay. It's okay. Come in.
Just two cents that before I forget, because I'm sleeping now, my brain is working probably 20% now. The thing is, how do these purchases in hospitals happen? What I know is kunema this vaneta supply chain management vanenge vari pamahospital vanonzi chii mabhaya vanonzi chii
purchase and supply, yeah.
Those guys, they're the ones who go and purchase those things, and vaneta corrupt deals because the people who get employed ivavo kuti vashande kumahospitals vakubva mucommunity yedu yajaira upenyu hwecorruption. So now these same people is amongst you and me. If Beauty today is made to be doing purchasing and purchasing and supply because they know they are corrupt deals, but 30% deals that they get. Then these people do this purchasing. Vari kubva mucommunity medu tisati tomboenda kuma-institutions mahombe kuma-ministers and everything. These people are coming from our communities. They're going and buying things expensive kuda kuti vanozotengese vachizoisa vachitenga kumahospital kupinda mahospitals zvichidhura.
No, they used to be able to do that, but then kwakaintroduced chigananda system chema tenders. So it's now the government that decides who buys those medications. So because zviri kudecidwa government, it's usually through patronage. Saka vane access to the patronage ndo vari kutenga these medications vachiva vachiisa markups avo vachiwana mari dzavo in cash. Isusu tichishaya mapiritsi acho because at the end of the day mishonga inotengwa izopedzisira yamudzimba dzevanhu. How does it end up kudzimba dzevanhu kuti vanhu maakuenda kunotenga anesthetic inonzi chii pain killers pain ease anesthesia nechichi zvinoshandiswa nemaanesthetists maakuzvitengeserwa kuimba yegirlfriend yemwana wapresident. How did we get there? Licensed medication found at the house of a girlfriend. Honestly, mishonga isingatengeki usina kana license.
Oh, they changed the system now because I remember, is it the time Panamoyo Obadiah? Is it Obadiah Moyo when he was moved?
They changed a lot of things. Matenda zvokutaurwa na Black Knight is true. Kuti patronage and corruption has killed Zimbabwe and they've made it everything about themselves and taken everything away from the people. Which remains which like Black Knight zvaarikubvunza kuti so where do the people come in, because literally they're now replacing the people as well, because now they've come up with their cap 3, the decision they made on their own, the laws they passed on their own with their own insight and on whatever actions zvisinei nevanhu. And now tova tazoti tine nyika hatisisina nyika because nyika yacho isusu hatisina chedu, we're just people with nothing. Everything is theirs for them to do what they want. Like they said, we are everything. We decide everything. Ndisu tinoronga kuti ninga anogona kudai, ninga agone kudai. So they are accountable for every mishap that's happening anditi by virtue of that declaration. But isusu sevanhu, we're still thinking and still hoping kuti isusu sevanhu, we've got a space that we can occupy, but we don't have a space. We need to eradicate the system, as in kuti this system of patronage and corruption and zvokunzanzi unozivani kuti uite life. It needs to end. You need to be able to thrive. Uchingozvimiririra semunhu nemeritocracy neabilities and skills dzawakapiwa naMwari, kwere kuti ndakutofanha kutoona kutoti kana ndichida kuita life inini I need to look kuti it's either ndichaita small house yanhingi kana kuti ndichaenda noita rana wanhingi. That's not life. That's not a country.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
In other words, if you are not part of them, you're not gonna get anything.
Yeah,
But now
absolutely nothing. Yeah.
So and so now it still comes to solutions. How do we tackle this one? Do we tackle this one in the legal way? Do we tackle this one in changing laws? What do we campaign for? Is the question. I know generally people in Zimbabwe would be willing to campaign for the price of data to go down. That one we know they've got a problem with data very high. They can campaign for that one. They can start knocking doors. They know what they're going to do. It's something that has to be done with the ministry to ensure they get lower data. But now I'm asking about what the system is now. What can we do to make sure that we cover small bites? What are we attacking? Do we need to first go and see the laws on the ground? Or What do we need to attack to close that loophole?
As
Yeah, I think who add to my proposals, right? But all I can say is this one is complex. It's not simple about going in and changing laws. It's a system that needs to be fought using a lot of tools because they've enforced their own things. So I'm not gonna go there and say, oh yeah, you know what? Oh, let's change the law. They won't accept that. So we just need to help each other to find certain channels that we can use to bring them to book. Like for example, the small one that we've been trying to do, Kuti. Let's also connect with people very pants and not just Zimbabweans. Kuti batibadzire, and so isusu we are pushing iyoyo kuti tishande nema-South Africans, and then we report these guys. It cannot be exhausted to one thing because these people have captured everything. So it's like a war. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go in and then let's change the laws. It just requires a lot of tools. I don't know if that makes sense. It's a war. It's a war, and it doesn't need Zimbabweans only to fight it because that system is like jumping over to the other side. For example, you see what Ramaphosa does. We know that he's connected to these people, and you see a character like Anonzan Wicknell, anemhosva ku South Africa. If that guy was a South African living in South Africa, he wasn't gonna do what he does, and it tells us our system is broken. It is broken. These Canadians can just do any stupid thing that you can think of, and they'll get away with it. So yeah, Mwengapi
to eradicate the system, child of Zimbabwe, you need an overhaul of the attitude of Zimbabweans. Without the Zimbabwean people mindset changing, you're not going to eradicate anything. The problem we have right now is our own mindset. We're locked in a mindset, Yekuti, how do I fit into the system? Not kuti, how do I eradicate the system, which is where our mindset should be. Our mindset is, okay, fine, ndo zviri kuitika isu, kaindinokwana kwana papi pakati pacho pandapinda panowanikwa chi. If you notice Zimbabwe mindset, most people will say kuti mwana wana basa ari kushanda kwakati. The first question they'll say is kuti paari kushanda ipa panowanikwa chi. That's already the mindset yaane vanhu kuti pese pauri there's some, you have to be able to be tethered somewhere paunogona kudya napo, not kuti paunogona kulive on principles and morals and good standing, but what's your access point? So we need to, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we need to shift the mindset kubvisa icho chacho chinopa kuti munhu anofanira kuvavarira pekunodya kwete pekuvavarira pekuti I change society. You know, we used to have ambitions. Oti teacher was the most valued person in society because arikudzidzisa vana, arikuendesa vana forward. Right now, we value Zvigananda more than we value anything else. So right now, Zvigananda zvacho hazvina ma-principles, hazvina ma-morals, hazvina any standing value. Yazviri kudzikisa pasi to the ordinary person. So value system yedu yakatofa as it is. Vana tiri kuzvara ndosaka vachingofunga kukiya, and that's why we ended up with the 3% pass rate. Zvakambowanikwa kupi zve 3% pass rate pa-O level, honestly. The whole country yoproducer 3% vakapasa, the rest vakafoira. It's because vakafoira because they don't value education, they don't value the moral standing grounds zatakakura nadzo isusu. They now have this value system yekuti as long as I can gain access, then I'm fine. Right now, uye musikana ari kupanishwa hake uyu, ari kuitwa punished for whatever reasons dzisinei nemadrugs aitengesa dzacho idzodzo. The value system is clearly there. If you look at her, she's 22 years of age. Ask her kuti paakabva kuchikoro aifunga kuitei neupenyu hwake. The ambition was kuti ndionekwe ndiite small house. Kana ndaita small house ndoita mari. Ndongopota ndichitora mari ndichiita kalife kangu kari easy. Asi ndichiuraya the next generations or the generations that exist already. So we need to change our mindset as Zimbabweans, but I don't know how to change that mindset. Ndopa panotanga kuchinja the country itself. That's where you start fighting the system, because as it stands, we are not going to be able to fight it because it's got its tentacles everywhere. So you can't say good you start with one angle. Airtime watiri kudhura kuZimbabwe. Why is it so expensive in Zimbabwe? And yet the rest of Africa is not that expensive. It's all to do with patronage, corruption, and limited licensing.
Even the property is a big beauty. I'm like, why is it that Zimbabwe should a property not do kufura South Africa because we're using my US dollars? I don't think so.